హాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్ వెల్కమ్ టు గౌరీ స్మార్ట్ ఛానల్. ఎట్టకేలకి మనకి పాలిసెట్ డేట్ అనేది వస్తుందండి, ఎగ్జామ్ డేట్. సో జూలై 17th. సో టీఎస్ పాలిసెట్ 2021 ఎగ్జామ్ డేట్ జూలై 17. ఈ పాలిసెట్లో మనకి IIIT బాసరా ఎగ్జామ్ కూడా ఉంది కనుక సో ఈ పాలిసెట్ అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండి. కనుక జూలై 17న అందరూ రెడీగా ఉండండి. అయితే మన యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్లో, గౌరీ స్మార్ట్ యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్లో మీకు ఫిజిక్స్ కంప్లీటెడ్, బయాలజీ కూడా కంప్లీటెడ్, బయాలజికల్ సైన్స్ కూడా కంప్లీటెడ్, మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ కాన్సెప్ట్ కంప్లీటెడ్, 1-2 ఉన్నాయి, అవి కూడా కంప్లీట్ చేస్తాను. మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ కాన్సెప్ట్ కంప్లీటెడ్, ఒక కెమిస్ట్రీ ఒకటే బ్యాలెన్స్ ఉంది. సో కెమిస్ట్రీ ఒకటే బ్యాలెన్స్. సో మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ కూడా అన్ని కాన్సెప్ట్స్ కంప్లీట్ అయిపోయి ఇప్పుడు మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ లేదంటే ఈ రోజు నుండి మీకు ఓన్లీ మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ ఉంటే కెమిస్ట్రీ అప్పుడప్పుడు ఉంటుంది. ఈ రోజు నుండి మీకు మ్యాథమెటిక్స్లో మీడియం లెవెల్, హై లెవెల్, నేను ఏదైతే మీకు ప్రామిస్ చేశానో మీడియం లెవెల్, హై లెవెల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్, మీడియం అయితే 15 టాప్ మోడల్స్, అదేవిధంగా హై లెవెల్ అయితే టాప్ 10 మోడల్స్ అని నేను ఇస్తాను. అదేవిధంగా ఈ మొత్తం సిలబస్ అంతా అయిన తర్వాత మీకు మోడల్ పేపర్స్ ఉంటాయి, గ్రాండ్ మోడల్ పేపర్స్, మొత్తం చాలా మంచిగా ఉంటుంది. మీరు ఇవి ప్రిపేర్ అయితే చాలండి, చాలా ఈజీగా మీరు పాలిసెట్ ర్యాంక్ ఈజీగా కొట్టచ్చు. అదేవిధంగా IIIT ఈజీగా కొట్టచ్చు అన్నమాట. సో మీరు ఎవరైతే IIIT వెళ్ళాలనుకున్నారో వాళ్ళ కాన్సెప్ట్ చూడడానికి చదవండి. ఎవరెవరైతే పాలిసెట్ కొట్టారో వాళ్ళు ఏంటంటే షార్ట్ కట్స్ చూడండి బాగా. ఏదైనా సరే ఎవరైనా సరే షార్ట్ కట్స్ అండ్ కాన్సెప్ట్ అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. అయితే నేను 45 days కోర్స్ స్టార్ట్ చేశాను. ఓకే, June 1st నుండి స్టార్ట్ చేశాను. నాకు తెలుసు 45 days తర్వాత మనకి ఎగ్జామ్ ఉంటుందని తెలుసు. చాలామంది అడిగారు, సో మనకి ఇంకా ఎగ్జామ్ ఎప్పుడు ఉంటుందో తెలియదు, మీరు 45 days కోర్స్ ఎలా ఇస్తున్నారు, సరిపోద్దా, టైం సరిపోద్దా అని చాలామంది స్టూడెంట్స్ నా కామెంట్ సెక్షన్లో అడిగారు. నాకు తెలుసు, ఎందుకంటే నేను గెస్ చేయగలను 45 days ఖచ్చితంగా ఇవ్వాలి, ఇస్తాడని కూడా. అందుకే June 1st నుండి June 30 days, July 1st నుండి July 15th. సో 15 days, టోటల్ 45 days. అంటే మనకి July 15th మన సిలబస్ అవుతుంది, అంటే మన యొక్క కోర్సు కాన్సెప్ట్, ప్రాబ్లమ్స్, అదేవిధంగా మోడల్ పేపర్స్ అన్నీ కలిపి July 15th అవుతుంది. July 16th మోడల్ గ్రాండ్ మెగా ఫైనల్ గ్రాండ్ టెస్ట్ ఇస్తాను నేను. July 16th అందరికీ గ్రూప్లో ఏంటంటే ఒక మోడల్ పేపర్ అనేది పంపిస్తాను, దాని యొక్క సొల్యూషన్స్ July 16th ఉంటుందన్నమాట. సో July 16th మీకు మార్నింగ్ అనేది మీకు 7 o'clock అలా పేపర్ పంపిస్తాను. 10 o'clock దాని యొక్క సొల్యూషన్స్ ఉంటాయన్నమాట. సో ఆ విధంగా July 16th మనకి ఈ పాలిసెట్ లేదంటే IIIT బాసరా అనేది కంప్లీట్ అవుతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ రోజు మనకి ఏదైతే ఎగ్జామ్ పేపర్ ఇచ్చారో ఆ పేపర్ అంతా కూడా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. సో ఈ విధంగా నేను 45 days కోర్స్ అనేది డిజైన్ చేశాను అనమాట. అయితే కొంతమందికి సింగిల్ ర్యాంక్ 1 to 9th ర్యాంక్, లేదంటే 10 to 99 డబుల్ డిజిట్ ర్యాంక్ కావాలి. ఎందుకంటే కొంతమంది ఉంటారు, ఎలాగైనా నేను సింగిల్ డిజిట్ తెచ్చుకోవాలి, నాకు నచ్చిన కాలేజ్లో జాయిన్ అవ్వాలి, ఎలాగైనా సరే నేను డబుల్ డిజిట్ లేదంటే సింగిల్ డిజిట్లో తెచ్చుకోవాలి, నాకు IIITలో జాయిన్ అవ్వాలి అనే కొంతమంది స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉంటారు. వాళ్ళ కోసం ఏంటంటే ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్ షార్ట్ కట్స్, ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్గా వాళ్ళకి ఏంటంటే కొన్ని షార్ట్ కట్స్, స్పెషల్ షార్ట్ కట్స్ అని నేను ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తున్నాను. స్పెషల్ షార్ట్ కట్స్. మరి ఈ షార్ట్ కట్స్ ఎక్కడ ఉంటాయి సార్ అంటే, సో చెప్తాను చూడండి. నేను టీఎస్ పాలిసెట్ లాస్ట్ ఈ పాలిసెట్ 2020 పేపర్ అనేది షార్ట్ కట్స్ అనేది తయారు చేశాను, ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాను బోర్డు మీద మొత్తం అంతా కూడా. 60 bits in 50 minutes, 60 బిట్లు 50 నిమిషాలు ఎలా చేయాలి మొత్తం. ఇంకా నేను కొంచెం ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఇచ్చాను కనుక 50 minutes. అదే మామూలుగా నేను ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ కాకుండా మామూలుగా చేస్తే నేను 20 minutesలో చేస్తాను. 60 బిట్స్ని 20 minutesలో చేస్తాను. మీకు నేను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాను కనుక 50 minutes పట్టింది. అదే నేను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయకుండా మామూలుగా నాకు పేపర్ ఇస్తే 20 minutesలో చేస్తున్నాను. అంటే 60 బిట్స్ 50 minutesలో ఎలా చేయాలి అనే ఒక వీడియో అయితే చేశాను. అదేంటంటే ఎవరికైతే సింగిల్ డిజిట్ ర్యాంక్, డబుల్ డిజిట్ ర్యాంక్ కావాలనుకున్నా వాళ్ళ కోసం మాత్రమే. వాళ్ళు ఏం చేయాలంటే ప్లేస్టోర్లో G-Smart, గౌరీ స్మార్ట్ అని టైప్ చేయండి. ప్లేస్టోర్లో గౌరీ స్మార్ట్, గూగుల్ ప్లే స్టోర్ ఉందిగా, గూగుల్ ప్లే స్టోర్లో గౌరీ స్మార్ట్ అని టైప్ చేస్తే ఒక యాప్ వస్తుందన్నమాట, గౌరీ స్మార్ట్ యాప్ అనేది. ఆ యాప్ డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి. యాప్ డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకున్న తర్వాత జస్ట్ మీరు ఈ టీఎస్ పాలిసెట్ 2020కి జస్ట్ 10 రూపీస్ పే చేస్తే చాలు. నేను ఎక్కువ ఆశించట్లేదండి, జస్ట్ 10 రూపీస్ మాత్రమే. మీకు ఇంకా నేను ఫర్దర్ నా యొక్క ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ఉన్నాయంటే ఎవరికైతే సింగిల్ డిజిట్ డబుల్ డిజిట్ గ్యారంటీగా 888 నాకు కావాలి అన్న వాళ్ళకి కొన్ని స్పెషల్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ అని నేను కండక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను. కొన్ని అంటే ఎక్స్ట్రా స్టడీ లెవెల్ అలాంటివి, దాని గురించి రేపు కానీ ఎల్లుండి కానీ నేను డిస్కస్ చేస్తాను. ఈరోజు జస్ట్ ఏంటంటే మీరు 10 రూపీస్ పే చేసి టీఎస్ పాలిసెట్ 2020 అనే వీడియోని మీరు చూడొచ్చు. ఎవరైతే ఈ 10 రూపీస్ పే చేస్తారో వాళ్ళకి మాత్రమే ఈ వీడియో మాట. అయితే నా ప్రోగ్రామ్ 45 డేస్ మీరు చూస్తే గ్యారంటీగా మీకు మామూలు ఏదో కాలేజీలో సీట్ వస్తుంది. సీట్ అయితే పక్కా. సో మీరు క్వాలిఫై అవుతారు, మంచి మార్క్స్ వస్తాయి మీరు బాగా చదివితే, ఈ 30 డేస్ బాగా చూస్తాయి. బట్ ఇదేంటంటే సింగిల్ డిజిట్ డబుల్ డిజిట్ ర్యాంకర్స్ మాట. జస్ట్ 10 రూపీస్ పే చేసి టీఎస్ పాలిసెట్ 2020ని మీరు తీసుకోండి. వీడియో చూడండి, 50 మినిట్స్ ఉంటుంది వీడియో. ఆ 50 మినిట్స్ వీడియో చూసి మీరు మొత్తం అన్నీ కూడా షార్ట్ కట్స్, యూజింగ్ షార్ట్ కట్స్ ఓన్లీ ఐ హ్యావ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్. ఐ డిడ్ నాట్ డూ ప్రొసీజర్. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీడియం ప్రాబ్లం కూడా జస్ట్ 1 మినిట్లో చేస్తాను. మీడియం ప్రాబ్లం మనకి మీడియం ఇచ్చే లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ మీడియం ప్రాబ్లం కూడా జస్ట్ 1 మినిట్లో చేస్తాను అన్నమాట. అదే హైట్స్ అండ్ డిస్టెన్స్ కూడా జస్ట్ 1 మినిట్లో అయిపోయింది. సో అలాగే పెద్ద పెద్ద ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అన్నీ కూడా జస్ట్ 1 మినిట్ 50 సెకండ్స్ 30 సెకండ్స్ లోపే అయిపోయి, కొన్ని అయితే చూసి వితౌట్ పెన్ అండ్ పేపర్ కూడా చేశాను కొన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్. అంత ఈజీగా ఉంది లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ పేపర్. సో మీకు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాను కనుక 50 మినిట్స్ తీసుకున్నాను, లేదంటే 20 మినిట్స్ అండి. సో చాలా ఈజీగా ఉంది లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ పేపర్. ఆ పేపర్ యొక్క ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ వీడియో రూపంలో కావాలంటే మీరు మటుకు ఈ గౌరీ స్మార్ట్ యాప్ అనేది డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి. యాప్ డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకొని మీరు జస్ట్ కోర్స్ ఉంటుంది అన్నమాట. టీఎస్ పాలిసెట్ 2020 పేపర్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఉంటుంది. 60 మార్క్స్ మ్యాథమెటిక్స్, జస్ట్ 10 రూపీస్ అన్నమాట. అదేవిధంగా హౌ టు రిమెంబర్ ఆల్ ఫార్ములాస్ ఇన్ 10th క్లాస్. ఎందుకంటే లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ సిలబస్ కొంతమందికి అవ్వలేదు, మరి ఫార్ములాస్ లేకుండా సమ్స్ చేయలేం కనుక హౌ టు రిమెంబర్ ఆల్ ఫార్ములాస్ ఇన్ 10th క్లాస్ అనే ఒక వీడియో ఉందండి. హౌ టు రిమెంబర్, అది కూడా ఏంటంటే 10 రూపీస్ మాత్రమే. సో ఈ ఆఫర్ ఏంటంటే ఓన్లీ ఈ రోజు మాత్రం ఉంటుంది. రేపైతే మనకు 10 రూపీస్ అయితే ఇవ్వను, దానికి ఆ రేట్ అనేది పెరిగిపోతుంది. కనుక ఎవరైతే ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళు మటుకు ఈ ఒక్క రోజులో 10 రూపీస్, దీనికి 10 రూపీస్ దానికి 10 రూపీస్ పే చేసి మీరు ఆ వీడియో 2 వీడియోలు చూడండి. ఓకేనా? రేపు మటుకు ఆ వీడియో ఉండదు, నెక్స్ట్ నుంచి ఇవి ఉండమంటే ఈ రేట్ అయితే ఉండదు. ఒక వీడియో ఉన్నా సరే ఈ రేట్ ఉండదు. కనుక ఎవరైతే ఈరోజు దానికి 10 రూపీస్ దీనికి 10 రూపీస్ పే చేస్తారో వాళ్ళు ఈజీగా టీఎస్ పాలిసెట్ 2020, అదేవిధంగా హౌ టు రిమెంబర్ ఆల్ ఫార్ములాస్ ఇన్ 10th క్లాస్ చిన్న చిన్న స్టోరీస్ ద్వారా, మీకు ఆల్రెడీ లీనియర్ ఈక్వేషన్ చెప్పినప్పుడు మహేష్ బాబు సమంత ఒక స్టోరీ చెప్పాను. అలాగే చాలా మంచి స్టోరీస్ ఉంటాయండి. వాటి ద్వారా మనం ఈజీగా రిమెంబర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు అన్నమాట. దానికి 10 దీనికి 10 పే చేయండి చాలు. ఓకేనా? అందరూ కూడా ఈ గౌరీ స్మార్ట్ యాప్ని డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి. గౌరీ స్మార్ట్ యాప్ డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకొని ఈ 2 వీడియోస్ చూడండి. అదేవిధంగా యాప్ని ఎలా డౌన్లోడ్ చేయాలి, కోర్సుని ఏ విధంగా కొనాలనేది ఈరోజు మ్యాథ్స్ వీడియో ఉంటుంది. ఈ మ్యాథ్స్ వీడియో తర్వాత మీకు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను, అది కూడా చూడండి ఒకవేళ తెలియకపోతే. ఓకేనా? సో ఇంకా మీరు మ్యాథ్స్ క్లాస్ని చూడండి. Today we are going to discuss about similar triangles concept, most very important, and so many students are feeling very difficult about this chapter, but I am saying very easily, so listen properly. The basic concepts if you know very well, then similar triangles are very easy. So many important topics are there. Definitely in Triple IT 3 or 4 marks will be coming in the similar triangles. So before going to start the lesson, so you have to give 1 like and subscribe if you are new viewer. Now similar triangles. So first of all, triangle. What is meant by triangle? A polygon with 3 sides is called triangle. A polygon with 3 sides is called triangle. Here triangles we are saying means 2 or more we have to take. Similar. So similar triangles means what? 2 or more triangles which are looking like same. Those are called similar triangles. Means 2 or more triangles which are having same shape. Those are called similar triangles, but not in size. We should not consider size. We have to consider only shape. If 2 triangles are looking like same only, then those are called similar triangles. So similarity means 2 triangles are having same shape but not in size. Those triangles are called similar triangles. This property is called similarity property. And what is meant by congruent? Congruent means 2 triangles are having same shape and same size, then those triangles are said to be congruent. So 2 triangles are having same shape but not in size, those are similar, and those 2 triangles are same shape and same size, those are congruent. So what is the difference between similarity and congruency means? Similarity means only we are considering shape, whereas coming to congruent we are considering shape and size. Now we have to consider in polygon, because Triple IT we have to go for depth, so depth we have to go. So similarity of polygon means 2 triangles or 3 triangles are said to be similar polygons if they have same angles, corresponding angles are same, and corresponding sides are in proportion, corresponding sides are in same ratio, or corresponding sides are in proportion, then the two polygons are called polygons, similar polygons. Whereas coming to congruent, two polygons are congruent if they have same angles and the corresponding sides are equal, corresponding angles are equal, then those two polygons are congruent to each other. Now, so we have to know the depth in a similar triangle. See here, I am drawing a small triangle. I am drawing small triangle ABC. And one more triangle I am drawing, that is PQR. Now see here, these two triangles are looking like same, similar only, isn't it? Now what I can say, angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle R. First angle is equal to first angle, second angle is equal to second angle, and third angle is equal to third angle. So now we can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, but size only different, but angles are same. So we can say that this angle A is equal to angle P, this angle B is equal to angle Q, this angle C is equal to angle R. Corresponding angles are equal. If two triangles are similar, then the corresponding angles are equal. Remember, this point is most very important. About angles, they may ask one question. So if two triangles are similar, then the corresponding angles are equal. If two triangles are similar, then the corresponding sides are in same ratio. Corresponding sides are in same ratio, or corresponding sides are in proportion. Means what? AB by PQ. So if I find AB by PQ, if I get 1 by 3. If I find BC by QR also, that is also 1 by 3. If I find AC by PR also, that is also 1 by 3. If I get AB by PQ is equal to 1 by 5, then this is also 1 by 5, this is also 1 by 5. So now BC by QR. Now AC by PR. So these are the most important in similar triangles. If two triangles are similar, then the corresponding sides are in proportion and corresponding angles are equal. Now, using these three triangles only, I will explain this AAS, SSS, SAS, RHS, and after that congruent, after that Base-Thales theorem, Pythagoras theorem, and ratios, and some more important concepts are there. Those are also I am going to explain. Now, first of all, AAA means angle, 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 axiom. We can say that axiom. Angle, 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 axiom. So angle, angle, axiom. Here in one triangle, three angles are equal to the corresponding three angles of the another triangle, then the two triangles are said to be similar. That is called angle, angle, axiom. So what is angle, angle, axiom means? If three triangles in a triangle, one triangle are correspondingly equal to the corresponding three angles of the another triangle, then the two triangles are said to be similar to each other. If two triangles are similar, then the corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are in proportion. So this is called AAA axiom. So this is completed. Next, SSS axiom. Now see here, in this triangle I am taking only sides. I am taking only sides. This is the first side, this is the first side, this is the second side, this is the second side, this is the third side, this is the third side. In two triangles, the corresponding sides are in same ratio. In two triangles, the corresponding sides are in the same ratio, then the two triangles are said to be similar triangles to each other. Then that is called SSS axiom. SSS axiom. Side, side, side axiom. This is angle, angle, angles axiom. So in two triangles, the corresponding sides are in the same ratio, then the two triangles are said to be similar to each other. This property is called SSS axiom. If two triangles are similar, we know very well corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are in proportion. Corresponding sides are in proportion. So this is also completed. Now, side, angle, side axiom. Side, angle, side axiom. Now see here, this is one side I am taking, this is second side I am taking, the including angle I am taking. What I am taking? Including angle. Here also, so two sides I am taking, including angle I am taking. Now see, in a one triangle, if two sides and including angle are equal to the corresponding angle and corresponding sides, if the ratios are equal, if the ratios of the corresponding sides are equal and including angle is corresponding including angle is equal, then the two triangles are said to be similar triangles, and this property is called SAS axiom. Once again I am repeating, in two triangles the corresponding sides of the corresponding two sides are in the same ratio or in proportion, and including angle and corresponding including angles are equal, then the two triangles are said to be similar to each other. This property is called SAS, side angle side axiom, side angle side axiom. So if two triangles are equal, if two triangles are similar, then we know very well corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are in proportion. Now last one, that is RHS. So I am drawing small right angle triangle ABC, and also I am drawing a big right angle triangle, that is PQR. So this is a right angle, this is a right angle. Now RHS means, R means right angle, H means hypotenuse, and side means any side, second side. In two right angle triangles, if the corresponding sides are, if the corresponding two sides are in same ratio and right angles is same, then the two triangles are said to be similar to each other. This property is called RHS property. So same this only again, angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle R, and AB by PQ is equal to BC by QR is equal to AR by PR. So like this we have learned these axioms. Now coming to congruent. So whereas coming to congruent, in ABC triangle, how much measurements you are taking, same measurements only how to take in PQR also. See, here ABC is a triangle, same here also PQR triangle. Those are looking like same shape and those are looking like same sides. So here angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle R. This is called congruent. So triangle ABC is congruent to, like this you have to write, triangle PQR. Here we can say that angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle R. And also we can say that this AB side is equal to PQ, AB is equal to PQ, and this BC side is equal to QR, BC side is equal to QR, and this AC side is equal to PR, AC side is equal to PR, because those are congruent. So this is the theorem, main concept we are learned. If two triangles are congruent to each other, if their corresponding angles are equal, corresponding sides are in equal, corresponding sides are also equal. Now AAA as axiom will congruent will not be there. According to congruent properties, AAA congruent will not be there. In the concept grand test, I am going to give this bit. So please remember this one. Congruent AAA congruent is not there. Next, SAS congruent is there. See, if three sides are equal, if three sides of a triangle are equal to the another three sides of corresponding three sides of the another triangle, then the two triangles are said to be congruent to each other. This property is called SSS congruent. SSS congruent. So this one, this two, three, 1, 2, 3. So three sides of these triangles are equal to the corresponding three sides of this triangle. Then these two triangles are said to be congruent to each other. This property is called SSS congruency. Next, SAS congruency. So two sides and including angle are equal to the corresponding two sides and corresponding angle to the another triangle. So then the two triangles are said to be congruent to each other. This property is called SAS congruency. Next, RHS. So before that I have drawn so RHS, if two right angle triangles, if two corresponding sides and right angle are equal to the corresponding two sides of another triangle and right angle, then the two right angle triangles are said to be RHS property. So congruent to each other, this property is called RHS property. And also one more property is there, that is SSA. So here it must be including. So here one more property is there, that is AAS, angle side congruency. In a triangle, if two angles and any side are equal to the corresponding two sides, two angles on the any side of the another triangle, then the two triangles are said to be congruent to each other. This property is called AAS congruency. So above this congruency and similarity, so you may have will get definitely one bit. So remember this one all. Now we are going to discuss about Thales theorem and basic proportionality theorem, that is only called Thales theorem. So congruency is also completed. So examples, so similarity and congruence, so many are there. So in today's exam I am going to give, so think well and write. So 2 ATM cards, congruence are similar, think and write. And 2 rings, so 2 earrings, 2 bangles. So like that I am going to give so many examples. So you have to write the exam properly. Now Thales theorem, this Thales theorem is also known as basic proportionality theorem. Basic proportionality theorem. So what is this Thales theorem or what is this basic proportionality theorem? Listen here. In ABC triangle, a line which is parallel to one side of a triangle, a line which is parallel to one side of a triangle, divides the remaining two sides in the same ratio. Divides the remaining two sides in the same ratio. This is called basic proportionality theorem. So you know very well basic proportionality theorem. You know very well converse also. But in IIIT they may not give like this. They may ask in the proof of basic proportionality theorem. So like that they will ask. So that is also I am going to explain. In a ABC triangle, if a line which is parallel to one side of a triangle, it divides the remaining two sides in the same ratio. How? AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. AE by EC. Now see here, AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Then which is the theorem? They may ask. You have to say that basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. Now add on 1 on both sides. AD by DB plus 1 is equal to AE by EC plus 1. So what will you get? AD plus DB by DB, that is equal to AE plus EC by EC. Now see here, AD plus DB means what? AB. Now we can say that AB by DB, that is equal to AC by EC. So if this is given, what is this theorem they may ask? You have to say that is basic proportionality theorem, because AB by AD is equal to AC by AE, or AB by DB is equal to AE by EC. So everything is corresponding sides are equal, so no problem, we can do anything. So that is called basic proportionality theorem. Now in the IIIT they may give like this. In a proof of basic proportionality theorem, so which triangle is coming for both, which triangle is the common for taking the proof of the basic proportionality theorem. So this triangle ADE is the common triangle for proof in the basic proportionality theorem you have to write. So ADE like that. Now converse. So like that applications bits will be there. So you have to think and write, analysis and write. Then only you may get a good rank. Now converse of the basic proportionality theorem. In a triangle, this is only triangle. In a triangle, a line divides the two sides. In a triangle, I am saying in a triangle, a line divides the two sides in the same ratio. That is AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Then it must parallel to the third side. That is the basic proportionality theorem. Converse. In a triangle, a line which is dividing the two sides in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. So this is a converse of the basic proportionality theorem. Next, using a basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem, we may get sums, finding x value or finding a value, finding b value, like that. Next, Pythagoras theorem. This is ABC. In a right angle triangle, the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. Then this is called Pythagoras theorem. This Pythagoras theorem is also known as Baudrillard theorem. Baudrillard theorem. So the square of hypotenuse is equal to the square of the remaining two sides, the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. So this is called Pythagoras theorem. This is a, so we have learned from 8th class onwards, 8th, 9th, 10th also. In 10th class we have done a proof of this theorem. Now in a right angle triangle, the square of hypotenuse is equal to the square of the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides, the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. This is called Pythagoras theorem or Baudrillard theorem. Now converse of this theorem. In a triangle, this is only triangle. We should not say this is right angle triangle. In converse, we should not say this is only. In a triangle, the square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. Then the triangle is right angle. Then the triangle is right angle triangle. So this is called converse of the Pythagoras theorem. Now, in applications, means in triple how they ask means, in proof of Pythagoras theorem, which three triangles are similar to each other? Which three triangles are similar to each other? So now what we can say that, here D is the perpendicular, now we can say that ABD is similar to BDC is similar to ABC. So like this we have to write. So they may ask like this. In a Pythagoras theorem, proof of Pythagoras theorem, which three triangles are similar to each other? We can say this triangle and this triangle and this triangle. These three triangles are similar to each other, similar to, so one another, similar to one another. We can say like that. Now Pythagoras theorem is also completed. Now here ratios, three important ratios will be there. So those are most very important three ratios. So listen here, 1 is to 1 is to 1. 1 is to 1 is to 2 and 1 is to 2 is to 3. These are the angles. These are the angles. So the relation between angles and sides they may ask. So remember, if the angles are 1 is to 1 is to 1, if the angles are 1 is to 1 is to 1, then the sides are in which proportion? Then the sides are, then the ratio of the sides are. See here, 1 is to 1 is to 1 means angles they are same, means total angles how much? Sum of the total, sum of the angles in a triangle, sum of the total angles in a triangle is 180. Means 60, 60, 60, isn't it? 60, 60, 60. 60, 60 and 60. So take sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So root 3 by 2, root 3 by 2. So root 3 by 2 cancel. So 1 is to 1 is to 1. If the angles are in the triangles are 1 is to 1 is to 1 is ratio, then the sides are also 1 is to 1 is to 1, because it is right angle triangle, because it is because it is equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. If the angles are in the ratio 1 is to 1 is to 1, then the sides are also in the ratio 1 is to 1 is to 1. Now, so 1 is to 1 is to 2. So that is 4. 4 means here 45, 45 and 90. Now see here 1 is to 1 is to 2. So sum of the three angles is 180. Now we can say that sin 45 1 by root 2, cos sin 45 1 by root 2 and sin 91. So by multiplying root 2 on all sides, then what will get? 1 is to 1 is to root 2. This is also most very important. Remember, if the angles are in the ratio 1 is to 1 is to 2, then the sides are in the ratio 1 is to 1 is to root 2. This is the answers. So these are the sides, that is the angles. So how to do means I am saying, if the sides are in the ratio 1 is to 1 is to 2, then if the angles are in the ratio 1 is to 1 is to 2, then the sides are in the ratio 1 is to 1 is to root 2, 1 is to 1 is to root 2. Next, if the angles are in the ratio 1 is to 2 is to 3, means 30, 60, 90. See here 1 is to 2 is to 3. Then sin 30 how much? 1 by 2. Sin 60 root 3 by 2. Sin 90 1. So multiplying 2 on all, then we will get 1 is to root 3 is to 2. So if the angles are in the ratio 1 is to 2 is to 3, then the sides are in the ratio 1 is to root 3 is to 2. 1 is to root 3 is to 2. This about this topic I am going to give today exam. So remember, and if you don't understand, once again re-watch the video and so see the once again the video, then you will understand. So these are the most very important ratios. So ratios also completed. Now we are going to discuss about most very important topic, that is centroid, median and orthocenter, circumcenter, incenter. Those are most very important. So listen, median. About median, in a triangle, ABC is a triangle, D is the midpoint of the BC. If you draw AD, then this is called median. Means how can you say? A line segment which is drawn from vertex of a triangle to the opposite midpoint of the opposite side, then that is called median of the triangle. In a triangle, a line segment which is drawn from vertex to midpoint of the opposite side, then that is called median, and this is also median, and this is also median. The point of congruency of medians in a triangle, then that is called centroid. G for Gauri Smart. So G for centroid. Gravity we can say, that's what G is denoted. So gravity, so that is centroid. The point of intersection of medians in a triangle is called centroid. So that is a G. So remember this one, most very important. So centroid. Centroid divides the median in the ratio 2:1 from vertex to side. So remember this point also most very important. Centroid divides the median in the ratio 2:1. 2:1 from the vertex to side. From side to vertex 1:2. From side to vertex 1:2. Next, this concept is over. Next, orthocenter. Orthocenter. Now see here, this is a perpendicular drawing to BC. This is a perpendicular drawn to AC. This is a perpendicular drawn to AB. The point of congruency of altitudes in a triangle. Altitude means what? A line segment which is drawn from vertex to opposite side. A perpendicular line segment is drawn from vertex to opposite side, then that is called altitude. This is also called as height of the triangle. So the point of congruence of three heights of a triangle, or the point of congruence of three altitudes in a triangle, is called orthocenter. O, it is denoted by O. So orthocenter. So this is the most very important, orthocenter, remember. So orthocenter means what they will ask. So the point of the congruence of altitudes in a triangle, that is called concept, orthocenter. Next, it is denoted by O. Next, circumcenter. What is circumcenter? Let us see here. This is a triangle. This is a triangle. The perpendicular bisector of one side. The perpendicular bisector of one side. The perpendicular bisector of one side, and the perpendicular bisector of another side. Perpendicular bisector of another side, and perpendicular bisector of another side. The point of congruence of perpendicular bisectors of three triangles. The point of congruence of perpendicular bisectors of a triangle is called orthocenter. It is denoted by S. Perpendicular bisectors. So orthocenter. Now see here, from this point to this, the radius, this is also radius, and this is also radius. Using this is center and these are the radius. If you draw a circle, then this circle passes through three vertices of a triangle. Then this is called circumcircle. This center is called circumcenter. So we can say that SA is equal to SB is equal to SC. SA is equal to SB is equal to SC because radius. SA is equal to SB is equal to SC. These are called circumradius. So this is the most very important concept they may ask. Next, incircle. Next one, incircle. Angular bisector. I am taking angular bisector. Here also I am taking another angular bisector. Okay, so this is the radius, we can say. This is the radius. So if you draw a circle using this radius and circle, then you will get a circle like this. This is called incircle. This is called incenter. This is called incircle. Here, so the perpendicular from the center to one side is called radius of the incircle. So incircle in radius, that is called in radius. So you will get excircle also. The exterior angle of two, the bisecting of exterior angles, two exterior angles, this is the center. If you draw a circle, then you will get x center, x circle, this is a x center, this is a x circle. So this is denoted by I, this is I, this is I1, this is I2, this is I3. So in circle is only one, x circles are 3, here 1 and here also 1, here also 1. X central means exterior circle, in circle means inside the circle. So these are the most very important concept. And also one more concept is there, that is in a right angle triangle. So this is C, this is A, this is B, this is P. So you know very well, this is a PC is equal to A into B. This is a one concept. And also 1 by P square is equal to 1 by A square plus 1 by B square. This concept also once remember. And also in two similar triangles, area of the ratio of the area of the two triangles are equal to the squares of the ratio of the squares of the two sides. So AB square by PQ square. So these are the most very important concepts in similar triangles. So about this similar concepts, tomorrow I am going to give a very wonderful model grand test I am giving. So about this similar triangles, and today also I am going to give grand test about concept only what I explained, and still any extra is there, that is also I am going to give, and I will explain those what I did not explain, what I have given in grand test, those also I am going to give. So why I am giving extra means you have to find and you have to say the answer, you have to write the answer. So listening this class and listening writing on the same concept means we are not getting knowledge. So we have to gather more and information more and more. So all the friends, all the best friends and students. So write exam grand test and send me screenshot of to my WhatsApp number. So definitely your name will be in the toppers list in all WhatsApp groups. So thank you very much for watching Gauri Smart channel. If you like this video, you'll just like it. If you want to share it, you can share it. If you want to make your friends subscribe our channel, so make them to subscribe. And if you want to make your friends join in our group, so let them join in our groups. Thank you very much. Bye bye.